morning, friends. Welcome to my channel, JB's Crochet. I'm Amber, and I'm just turning my camera a little bit here. This is Vlogtember the 19th. Yes, I had to look. I went to go turn my alarm off just now, and it went away. So hopefully you guys can still hear me. So, welcome to my channel, JB's Crochet. I am Amber, and today is Vlogtember the 19th. So, I don't have a lot to update you guys on as far as crocheting projects that I have been showing you guys. I don't know what you would call it, Crochet hasn't been missing per se, or dwindled a little bit, but I don't know. I wanted to crochet, but I didn't want to work on any of the blankets I've been making myself work on. So, like the day before, you know, I did all the, I say all the dish scrubbies like I did a bunch of them. I've only done the 3. And even those yesterday, I was like, you know what? I don't feel like working on these either. So I had my day yesterday, you know, like we all do. I'm not upset or down about it. I didn't have my Crochet for my blankets or anything else, except I pulled this out because I really love this yarn, y'all. This blanket right here. I am making it for Boggy Creek. I'm telling myself that because I need to make room. And I'm hoping I can always go back and get more of this yarn because I love this yarn. There's a reason I love this yarn. It's soft and it's squishy when you do certain things with it. And it is literally, I love this yarn. This is Moody Mosaics, if I remember correctly. Yep. Moody Mosaics, the color number 710, 5 ounces, 252 yards. I honestly feel like I've gone through 4, maybe 5 of these skeins to make what I have. I need to lay this out and measure it. I don't have any clue. I know I'm getting close, but I just love how scrappy it looks. And because I'm turning after every round, it's doubling up color on top of itself. So like that's why you get a lot of this section right here where you get that pink fuchsia color, and then you get your teal, you know, landing on top of itself. So I am trying to think. Yesterday was busy. I didn't really have a whole lot of time to really sit and crochet too much. So that's why I said, you know what, if I'm going to crochet, I'm going to do something. And I think the other reason is I needed like a, what do they call it? Not a brain buster. Not a brain break, but like mindless, there we go, not brainless, mindless. I needed a mindless project, and these granny squares are that, because and Juan pointed it out, and why for him, and I would assume for most people, is that when you do the granny squares, you're going into these chain spaces and not having to go into an actual chain. And so you just can kind of, and so that's why I actually have this out. I was going to sit here, I don't know, it's good for my soul to talk. So, well, I do talk to God, but also, you know, I know I'm not alone, and I know I have people to listen to me. And also, I had somebody jokingly and kindly, I did not take this the wrong way, because I knew at some point somebody was going to say something. And so I was just waiting for it to happen. I have been fidgeting with my hair a lot lately, and I have to be honest with you. I know you guys can't see my sign because of the weird angle I have to you at today. I have to be honest that a lot of the times that I was fidgeting with my hair a lot was because I just gotten out of bed and I'm lazy and didn't feel like grabbing my hairbrush. So my hand was my hairbrush. And I have to tell you, I don't know how I even have hair left. Like she was saying, I'm afraid you're gonna go bald. You and me both. Like, I lose so much hair. But then somebody told me, I don't remember who it was. I think it was a friend from church. She said, when she went to, see, this is the other thing, I can't think of what it's called, beauty school, you know, for hair. They said something about you lose so many hairs a day. And I'm like, oh, okay. I lose a lot of hair. My hair has definitely thinned out since becoming a mom. I have thick hair still, because it still grows, but I can cut my hair to here, like my shoulder, about once a year, and all that grows back out. So about, 4 to 6 inches I can grow back out in a year. So I've got very healthy hair. I've been told multiple times when I've been to hair salons that my hair is healthy. Now, granted, I do need to drink more water, and it would make it even more healthy. And I'm sure that would help with my mood a lot too, is a lot more water. So, I don't know. Anyway, yesterday was busy. So we went to Bible study, so no school yesterday. I don't know, that was the other thing I needed yesterday too, was just no school with the kids. And so that was kind of a mommy refresh, reset, being able to go to Bible study and be around other women, other sisters in Christ, and be able to talk to them about my mood, over the last few days before that. So, and I forgot to mention last week, Thankful Thursday. It is, and for some reason, Thursday mornings, I'm waking up and forgetting they're Thursday mornings. Like, I just had to remind myself just now. So for Thankful Thursday today, I'm thankful for the reset that I got yesterday. I feel lighter. I don't feel, well, also I think my hormones are starting to balance back out too. But it feels good. I feel better. I was just in a funk. But now I was gonna say, what was I thankful for? Oh, the other thing I'm thankful for are all of my members on my channel. I'm actually going, I put this in a way to where you guys could see me crochet, and I'm still sitting here putting it down below the camera. I can hold it up just a little bit where you can actually see me. And even though this is a mindless thing, and I can I can do the cluster kind of without looking once I get started, but I don't know, I think I'm too much of a perfectionist, and so I have to like constantly watch myself. So also I need to get some videos recorded for next week, because I don't know how well that's going to work with not being in the house. YouTube Studio. I need to charge this tablet. Earn memberships. I have 13 members. Wow. That's just awesome. I never thought in my mind I would have even above 5 members, in my first week. First 10 days. Angela Branham. Angela B, thank you so much, like, for being my first. Or no, sorry, Marianne was my first, but Angela, I keep seeing your name and reminding myself I need to get that postage done and get this stuff mailed out. I know it's not funny. You're frustrated. I know you're annoyed. I would be. Okay, so Marianne for Mama Wench, aka Marianne, she was my first. And look, Margaret, and then Jolene, and then Emily J, and then Louise, and Erin, and Kim from Fortunate Creations, and Michelle from Yes, Michelle Crochets, Angela B, Kimberly A, Sugar Diamond, Sugar, Lisa B, Andrea P, and Len the Crafty Cranker. That is just so cool. Oh, Len just joined a day ago, so thank you. That's awesome. I can't, y'all, you're awesome. I'm so thankful for you. And I'm, you know, but don't take this the wrong way. Members, I'm also very thankful for all my subscribers. Like, I'm just thankful people are here. You know, like, I'm thankful for the women at my Bible study being so kind and open ears to listen to me and, you know, remind myself to give me grace because God gave me grace. God gives me grace. And, so yeah, like, I don't know why I ever went away from this yarn. Like, the more I work with this blanket, I'm just like, it's got an interest. It's not as like, it's soft. It's interesting for me to explain. I can't put the word on it. Like, it's still soft, but like crocheting with it, like I don't know. It doesn't have a pilliness to it. There's a little bit of pilling, but I feel like I'm gonna wash. I know they say we don't need to wash them, but I feel like I'm gonna wash this at least once just to get the pilliness out of it, because I think I've heard people mention that Hobby Lobby yarn, I'm gonna push this down just a little bit so you guys can actually see what I'm doing here. But I don't want to cut my head off. I don't know that I helped any. And I'm trying to do it. Nope. Because now I can see more of my sign, so I definitely didn't. And yes, I am wearing Daisy pants from Walmart. I love these pants. They don't have prints right now that I care for in these pants that I've seen when I'm there, so I haven't gotten any new, and I used to have a couple pairs of these, and this is the only one I have left. I don't remember what I had on the other ones. I don't know. These Daisy ones are the only ones I have left. They are flared, like legging yoga pants. I don't know how you want to like call these. They're just pants that, you know, have flares at the bottom. I'm very much a flare girl, you know, flare pants, flare jeans. Grew up wearing those. So, yeah, yesterday was Bible study, and then we we went straight to Costco. And boy, Mommy's mood was still kind of, you know, hadn't gotten reset quite yet. Well, I mean, but I made a very mature effort to remain calm, and I, you know, did my best not to allow my children's misbehaviors to get the better of me, especially in the store. So, at one point, my middle child decided he was playing with a piece of trash he'd found on the floor. It was a broken hanger that should have just been left alone. I could have walked to a trash can and thrown it away and been done with it. After the fact, you know, you think about these things after the fact. It should be the first thing you think of when you see trash is pick it up and throw it away. You know, or the people that have it, you know, throw it away instead of throwing it, like, for instance, on my property as you're driving down the road, and it's not. There are cups that I need to go pick up along the road because people just throw their trash in our yard. Granted, it's along the part of our road, part of our yard property that you really can't see from where we're at, where our house is at. So it's kind of like, oh, well, they can't see me doing it, so I'm going to do it anyway. Anyway, so my youngest, being just like his older siblings, you know, wanted to get his older brother in trouble and get rid of the toy that he was playing with, the trash, that broken hanger. He goes, "Here, Mommy," and hands it to me. Oh, thanks. You know, I was like, whatever, you know, he gave it to me. It wasn't until after the fact that, you know, I realized he was, you know, getting rid of it to keep his older brother from playing with it. Because, he knew that I had told him to, like, that he didn't need to play with it and he needed to put it down or throw it away or something. I can't remember what I had told him. And so I set it up on the top of the pile of clothes next to me because we were in the clothes section. We were there specifically to see if they had any of the khaki pants left or white shirts from the school uniform stuff that they put out, which we're 2 weeks into September. Yes, school started about a month ago for the public school system around here, but there was nothing left. Nothing. Not a single one. Where do all these things go when, you know, I know for sure they did not get rid of all of them. So I keep holding this where you can't see it. So I set it up there and he goes, oh, hold on. My brain's like literally going blank. I set it up there and he goes, like, does he go, really? Because, like, to his younger brother. I was like, well, they'll throw it away later, you know, because the workers go around and they, you know, I was dealing with my kids, so instead of finding a trash can, I just set it right there on the pile of clothes, because I was like, well, the employees will come around, in my head, and they'll throw it away when they find it. Because they go around and they clean up all the clothes and make sure everything's piled nicely, you know, and not just dug through all the time. And I started pushing the cart away and walking towards the front of the store where there was a few more, there were several, sorry, I must have a fire in my hair, my nose, or a hair. We started walking back towards the front of the warehouse, Costco store, whatever you want to call it, to look at the tables of clothes that they had up front, and not knowing that it was just mostly like more winter stuff. We get up there and we're looking around and he's nowhere to be found. My middle child. Not lost, because he could see us the whole time, apparently. And my oldest kept seeing him pop his head out, but he kept sticking up by where we had just been, where I set the hanger down. And so I went through all the clothes, made sure, you know, because we were making sure that there wasn't a spot somewhere that they had moved these clothes to, because that's just where we've been getting her uniform pieces for her AHG troop uniform that she wears. So we'll just have to go buy them from somewhere else now. Anyway, she kept seeing him pop his head out and pop it back in when we would just kind of, I would scan over that way. I didn't know where he was. And, you know, we're in a big store. I mean, he does not like to be left behind. And so it is something I can use. I don't know if this makes me sound bad, but it's something I can use to convince him to follow, or to convince him to listen and follow or whatever.
Well, he was being extra stubborn yesterday and decided, well, he could see me, but he was going to stay behind. I don't really know what his thought process was, other than he just wanted to refuse to listen. That's all I can come up with, is that he refused to listen, or to come along with us, really. Because I hadn't said anything about, all right, let's go. I just literally started walking away from that table towards the front, thinking, okay, we're moving on. He's going to come with us. Nope. So, and I stood there and waited, and I didn't know where he was. I couldn't visually see him. But my daughter could see him, so I knew he was still in line of sight with one of us. So I looked up that way, and I thought I saw him pop out, and I said, but I couldn't really, I didn't have like eye contact with him, so I just made the motion like, now. Like I said, get up here now. And stood there for a little, not even 30 seconds. It feels like forever when you're, especially when you're in a mood, like, come on, let's go. I want you guys to listen. You're starting to irritate me. So I thought, I stood there for like, I don't know, what felt like minutes. Probably only like 30 seconds. All right, and then I decided, you know what? No, I'm not going to stand here and wait. So I walked all the way back to where he was. She helped me find where he was, hiding in between boxes underneath the tables of clothes, like the boxes of clothes that they have under the tables. So I came around one side of the table and I said, get out here now. Got him out. Eventually we left. We came home. I punished him by saying, no technology, no friends today. So Wednesday was a no technology, no friends day for him. And he had a friend show up yesterday and had to turn him around. He came in and asked me, he goes, he's really hot and, sweaty from coming up here to see if I can play, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, then he can walk home. Like, he has to get home at some point either way. And it's not my fault this child decides to wear black sweatshirts when it's 90 degrees outside. So, and pants. Like, yeah. Stop wearing such heavy clothes and black clothes, in 90-degree weather. And you won't be hot. But I'm like, well, you lost your privilege today, dude. So you gotta turn him around. You gotta send him back home. Sorry. And then I had to go drop my daughter off at an art class again. Finally, we're getting back into that, and it's at a friend's house, a homeschool mom. It's a mom that homeschools, and she does art classes out of her house. Anyway, and I think I've told you guys before, I stopped leaving my children at home, all of them, even though they're old enough to be left at home. They cannot be trusted to leave things alone, like technology. And they're finding a way, even with the Wi-Fi turned off to the TVs, they're finding a way to turn things on. But they have to have our app on our phones to be able to turn the Wi-Fi's back on. They can't do it on their own here at the house, and like with anything in the house other than our app on our phones. Anyway, and I just, I can't trust them to stay home. And it's sad. I should be able to at this age for 20 minutes or 5 minutes for daddy to get home and watch them. Nope. Can't even leave them home for 5 minutes and they've got the PlayStation turned on playing it, So, nope. They go with me. And anyway, the same child I had an issue with in Costco, being the amazing role model that he is, somehow my youngest, he was coming out to the car, and then all of a sudden this light bulb just switched in him, and he goes, I'm not taking this Kindle, or blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, whatever. We don't have time to argue. Just go, in my mind, I'm like, okay, just go set it down wherever you're setting it down, get in the car and buckle up. Somehow he got into a very cruddy mood, and I don't know what happened other than the oldest boy, my middle child, was dragging his feet and going, well, why do we have to go? Why can't we stay here? Wait. So because I think it was because he heard his older brother doing what he was doing, and so he just like instantly changed his mood. I don't know. And the same boy that I had the issue with in Costco decided he was going to refuse to do what he knew he should do and get in the car. He stood outside the car holding the car door handle, there we go, can't talk, refusing to get in, hoping that maybe I would cave and just leave, because I had to leave to take my daughter to be this art class at somebody's house that was like 15 minutes away. So like we got there right at the time it was supposed to start, which thankfully she's, you know, fine. But I told him, I was like, we can't do that, dude. Like, yes, we're gonna get there right at 4 o'clock, but she took time out of her day to teach these kids this art class. We need to respect her time, you know, like, so I told him, I was like, you respect other people's time, you know, even if they don't yours, you give everybody the respect that you want to have. It doesn't matter if they wrong you or if they don't respect, you know, granted, I do kind of live by the, you know, if you don't respect me, why respect you thing, but also at the same time, I don't actually do that because I don't have it in me to cause conflict with total strangers or, you know, so it's like, I'm holding this down low again, sorry. It's like, I think it in my head, but I don't actually follow through with it, so, so I'm trying to teach my kids, like, we respect people's time. Give them the respect, and, you know, it'll come back around to you in a good way. God will see you being respectful and good, and, you know, if it's His will, you know, you'll have good things come to you. But granted, God does not love us because we do good things. He loves us because He loves us, and we're forgiven because of His Son dying on the cross. Not because we do good works. I do not believe in good works giving us salvation. It is our belief that Jesus died on the cross and rose again for our sins. That is what gives us eternal salvation. But because we are saved, we get to spread good fruits to others, and hopefully in return have those people reciprocate back to us good, you know, respect and good things. So I have made this video super long. It's like 30 minutes of me just rambling about my very busy day yesterday and having to deal with a defiant child, and we ended our day at church yet again yesterday. So my daughter has her youth group on Wednesday nights. And so I was going to go to a store and walk around and look at some stuff, but I said, you know what? I'm just going to sit in my car, just sit here, and I watched some Netflix, and then about 7 o'clock hit, and I went, oh yeah, that's right. The Boggy Brigade people are on showing blankets, so I was, you know, working on this Boggy Creek blanket while I listened and watched them show the beautiful blankets that they showed, and got a lot of cool inspiration. Those are videos y'all definitely need to go check out, and even go watch the replays, and because there are so many neat ways that you can make blankets, and so it's fun to watch all these different color combinations and patterns that people use for these blankets. So yeah, I can't remember any specifically off the top of my head, but I don't remember if I turned this. Yeah, I did. Okay. I don't remember any specific ones that stand out to me. Although actually there was a Christmas one. It was a kaleidoscope pattern by Fiber Spider that I have seen several times that looks very interesting. So like that's an inspiration of a blanket that I may want to do one day down the road. I've got a few I need to get off my hook. So that is partially why I pulled this one out, because this one's so close to being finished. It just needs to be a 40 by 40 square and it's done. And I can fold up this bag this project bag that it's in, and honestly probably not keep the project bag because it is looking a little rough for wear. Like, I don't know if you can see this. My bags, they look rough and they're falling apart. This is a bag from Joann's. I don't know, like, why we can't make them, you know, decent quality for the couple bucks that you spend. So anyway, friends, I hope you have a wonderful Thursday, and what are you thankful for today? I know I'm thankful that I'm here again. I woke up again today, and I have all my amazing members on my channel, and all of you amazing subscribers that keep coming back day after day to watch my crazy whininess and my crazy life, I guess. And yeah, just thankful for the ladies at my Bible study. And don't forget, friends, it is a beautiful day to be kind and positive and make something beautiful. And I will see you on the next video, friends. Bye.